YouTube and welcome. Today I'm rather excited about the Sony Xperia. Last year's Sony Xperia 1 was a bit disappointing because, like the Apple iPhone and the latest Samsungs, it omitted the headphone jack. The headphone jack means a lot to a lot of people. I've been using the Samsung S9 Plus for the last 2 years and it's a really nice phone. One of the reasons why I bought this phone is because of the headphone jack. I actually migrated from Apple because they stopped having a headphone jack, and for me the headphone jack is an important part of my phone. I know most of you are going to say you can use wireless, blah blah blah, but I don't really like wireless. As a matter of fact, I do have wireless headphones. These ones are made by Samsung. The JBL, which is owned by Samsung, they are wireless. I can remove the wire and just use wireless if I need to, but I just enjoy having a wire and plugging it in, and it's easier. Many of my other devices require me to be wired in anyway. The camera I'm using to film this, for example, requires me to have a wire. I just like having the headphone jack, and switching between devices just by plugging in the wire is easier than having to synchronize everything. Of course, there are arguments to be made about sound quality that you can get from a wire because there is some lag with Bluetooth. It's not perceptible normally, but it can happen. I've had people complaining about lag with their Bluetooth and asking me for advice. So for me, having a headphone jack is important. That's why I'm really excited about the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II. The name is a mouthful. They are trying to follow a similar naming trend to what they have with their cameras, like the A7, Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 100. But it's a bit confusing. I think it would have been easier if they just said Sony Xperia 1 2020 version. That would have been much easier. A lot of people are complaining about the naming convention, but names aside, this phone is impressive. Because Sony has included a headphone jack, I'm actually going to be upgrading to the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II because the headphone jack is a crucial component, and I think smartphone manufacturers are missing a trick there by removing it. I don't see any reason why it needs to be removed. I understand some people say because they want to fit in more components, and there are people arguing that it makes the phone more waterproof, but quite frankly I think phones have all the components that they require. The reason why Apple removed the headphone jack is because they wanted to sell more of their wireless headphones, the Beats headphones which they own as well. So for them it makes commercial sense to force people to buy more wireless headphones. But for companies that don't really make a lot of wireless headphones, there's no point to follow Apple with this trend. They are losing customers. Samsung has lost me. I'll be getting the Sony. I'll list the full specs of this phone in the description. This was just a reaction. So once I get my hands on the phone, I'll give it a proper review, share with you guys what I think about the phone. From what I've heard from the press releases, it's an exciting phone. It's a phone that is worth my money because the specs on paper are similar to most of the phones that have been released this year, and you get a headphone jack. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this quick reaction to the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II, which is an exciting phone, and I look forward to having the phone in my hand and giving it a proper review. Thanks for watching.